Hi there, guys. Um, I just wanted to say uh, Happy Mother's Day, not only to my um subscribers who are mothers, but friends and those whose moms are not even here anymore. My mom is not here anymore. And I don't really seriously think a day goes by that I don't think about her, remember her. Um, and look in the mirror and see her, especially when I don't have on any makeup. It's scary. It's spooky sometimes. How much I'm beginning to look like her. But I wanted to say in a time right now where motherhood is uh, so demeaned, motherhood is so like it ain't nothing. Like it's just nothing to be a mother, to have a baby. Like it's just, so many even uh, try to put mothers in the box of it being a burden and it distinguishing your value to be a mother with kids. And, I want to say this. I hope it's not something that you don't already know, but I want to say this. To be a mother, I really can't think of much more that could be a wonderful thing in this life. I really can't. It's not something that everybody could do. It is not uh, like eating or walking. It's not that easy. A lot of women struggle with infertility. A lot of women have miracle babies where it took them years to finally get pregnant or to have a baby or whatever. And I don't know why. I don't know God's purpose. I don't know the universe's purpose for that. Um, but as I say, we're in a society where being a mother is so demeaned and so like you've lost your value being a mother. And like I say, I hope that I'm not, saying something that you guys don't already know, but I want you to know how special you are as a mother. You created life. You created life. Um, you pushed a whole human being out of your body. Or if you didn't push it out, it came out of your body, that baby. And mothers are so special. Mothers are so needed. There are things, and I'm not demeaning fathers, but there are things that only a mother can do. There are things that a mother can do that can't nobody else do. I don't care how much value or disvalue people try to make it seem like it's not anything. It's everything. It's everything. It's no one like a mother. A whole woman's life changes when she becomes a mother. And there are good ones and bad ones, like there is on with everything in this world. But at the end of the day, you didn't get here unless you had a mother, you know. And whether she was good or bad, at the end of the day, you're here. Whether at the end of the day, um, you know, um, your experience was hard. Maybe your life was hard. I don't know. I'm not, trying to excuse anything like that. I'm just saying, um, you're here. And, that's what we should focus on. Um, living better, not bitter. No matter what the experience was, we can take every negative experience in our life and in our hearts and in our experience, um, whether we had a good or bad mom, and still use it for good. It doesn't mean that we got to be a horrible person. We got to be a neglectful person. We got to be, angry and spiteful the rest of our life because of our mother or what she did or didn't do. Let me tell y'all something. You know, mothers go through stages just like everybody else. The way I uh, raised my son, the things that I was going through at that time in my life, I'm not even that same person anymore by the time I had my daughter. I'm a whole, actually different person. The things I thought back then, I don't think anymore. The ways of raising children and what I thought was right. There's so many changes that we go through. And now that I am a grandmother, I still see things different, you know, from raising my daughter. I still see things different. It's a life lesson. It is um, it is a stage. It is a process, and nobody comes here with a book on what to do and how to do. And so it's trial and error. It's trial and error. I look back at sometimes how I raised my son, and I feel honestly like I was a little too hard on him at sometimes. But you know, back then, what I knew is people, and I was so young, didn't know nothing. I was 20, so not teenage young, but I was still young. And people would tell me, "Oh, he a boy, girl. You got to be hard on boys, and you gotta make sure he don't do so and so, so and so." And I was afraid. I didn't know. I didn't want to make a mistake. I felt like, you know, he is a boy. He's a black boy. So I gotta really, I gotta make sure, And, like I say, when I look back, sometimes I have dealt with guilt with being too hard on him because, I don't think I needed to be that hard, but I didn't know what else to do. You know, I was just learning. I was trying to do the right thing. Because I didn't want my son in prison. I didn't want my son to get beat by the cops. I mean, all of this stuff that we as black mothers go through. We have black mothers have a whole different experience than probably any other mother in the world. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm not demeaning any other woman's parenting or what she goes through. But being a black mother in America, especially with a son, is an experience that it's unlike any other experience. And the pressure, the am I doing what's right, the mistakes are they're learning curves. They're learning curves, and everybody ain't gonna see it like that, you know. But I heard all the time, "Oh, you coddling that boy, and you gonna enable him," and I had outright men telling me that my son was gonna be a fag, that I'm gonna make my son soft. He's gonna be, that boy need a man in his life, and blah blah blah. And it's so funny how people always tell women that the boy need a man in his life, and usually they are men who are not willing to stand up and step up and be that man. You don't have to be the child's father. You don't have to be getting from the mom to be a good man in a child's life and in a boy's life. You don't have to be. And, some of that I carried as guilt, but at the end of the day, my son had his father. I do have to say that. He had his father, he had, good strong men and things like that. But there was still a time when we weren't together anymore, you know, um, that I would have men, oh, he need a man, he need a man. I had women saying the same stuff. And, at the end of the day, it turned out that these dudes was really they were just looking for they weren't trying to be in my son's life and help him and and I'm gonna take him here and I'll take him there and I'm close to my little nephews and everything and we go so and so so. Didn't happen for me, even though y'all saying that, it didn't happen for me. And I think that's one of the real horrible things in life when men use those excuses like that to try to get to a woman. And the reality of it is that you can just be a good person in a child's life, like a big brother or something. You don't have to be seeing the mom. You don't have to, because at the end of the day, you know, what I have found, I'm not saying it's every situation, but what I have found was that it was always something to try to get some sex. And when they didn't get sex, they was up, they gone, gone, and it's crazy because, well, but you said you was gonna, you know, and um, it's sad. It's really sad, the examples and the what so many of our young boys have to go through with not having men there or wanting to be there or whatever. And so then they just grow up a lot of times just kind of raising themselves and being raised by their friends or whatever. All the while, men are out here telling the mom that you can't raise no boy. You can't do. No, I can't teach him to be a man, but I can teach him to be a good human being. And that's what I did. And that is what I can do. I can't make nobody be there for him because a lot of times we keep talking about how, oh, he need to know this, he need to do that, and he need to have men in his life. But usually when the men, a lot of times when the men do come into their life, they don't teach them anything. They don't teach them anything good, how to respect women and all this kind of stuff. Because at the end of the day, most of the time these are men, like I say, who they just there for sex anyway. So what are you going to teach him just because you are a guy? You know. Um, but that's not my only experience. I mean, I have a daughter too, and my daughter is a very strong, uh, beautiful young lady. She's going through her trials and things like that. Y'all, please forgive my phone. I tried to silence it, but it's not working. But she is a strong, beautiful woman, and she has gone through um, a lot of changes and transitions and things like that. And some of it was, I'm sure, because, we didn't always have her dad there either, but for the whole time. But at the end of the day, I did what I could. I did, the best that I knew how to do. And so, I want to encourage moms. I'm not going to make this a super long video, but I just want to encourage moms. And if you are a mom who has tried to do her best and try to although making mistakes, um, is what it is. At the end of it all, and at the end of this journey, we just have to pray that we have been found worthy. you know but to the moms who aren't, those who may not have their mom with them anymore, I just pray your strength. I pray that you continue to take those good that she taught you. You know, we all had moms who had good and had bad. Take the good. I mean, it's a choice. You don't have to sit around and just remember all of the bad, which is something that I see a lot of people do. They just choose to remember the bad. You don't have to, just like you can choose the bad, you can choose to remember the good. Remember the good. If it's not but two things, remember the good. And then you take that and then you go and be a better person. You still are your own individual. We're not people who have to sit around and just be subject to whatever comes our way. You know what I'm saying? You can choose to live a better life, and, you know, can't tell you to love your mom or respect her or whatever either. But at the end of the day, it's your choice, but you can still choose to appreciate the fact that she brought you here and appreciate the fact that um, she made the choice that you're here and not aborted, and you have a purpose and you have a life to live. And, we want to live that better and not bitter and not walking in hurt and pain and all these type things because of our life or our shortcomings or what didn't happen and what did happen. You got to remember, like I just said, your mom did the best that they knew how, if that was her story. She did the best that she knew how to do at the time with the information that she had, and that's all of our stories. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, I can't sit here and talk for people who thought that their moms were horrible. There's nothing I can do about that, but I will tell you and caution you not to live in bitterness, not to live in bitterness and hate and things like that. It does nobody any good, and it doesn't profit anybody. It doesn't do anything for you and your health, but make you sick at the end of the day. So, those who still have their moms, let them know you love them, give them their flowers now. Um, it is an honor and a privilege to be a mother, and do not let or allow anyone to sit here and demean your value and demean who you are, because it can't be done by everybody. It is a privilege and an honor to be able to be a mother. And, like I say, any man that feels that you have no value because you're a mother, stay far away from him. Stay far away from him. Stay far away from him, because not only will he abuse you, he will abuse your children because he don't see no value in you. Okay? Yes, I love you. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Hit the subscribe button. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I more than likely will be back with a couple more videos. Got a few more things on my heart that I should have done yesterday. But you guys, thank you for listening and watching. Until the next video, and see you next time.